Hi everybody, it's Sentai Mike here, back with another video, and I know it's been a long time, but trying to get back into the swing of things with an official review of the Sengoku Driver. Now, I'm not big for boxes, but it's a pretty sizable box. Goes over all the basic stuff. Got a picture of that in Gaim, instructions on the back, and a picture of Gaim, and a picture of Baron on the other side. Let's get rid of that because that's not what's important. Here we have the toy itself, the Sengoku Driver. Now, when it comes, it's normally in pieces. Well, I say pieces. This is separated and it's removable. It sounds a little rough, but it just snaps right back in there. Now, it also comes with the standard belt halves. Now it's a Type 2 belt, which I've learned means that it has two removable sides and then they can both be removed again after being attached. It also comes with two faceplates, one for Gaim and one for Baron. And these faceplates are used to activate different idling songs in the Sengoku Driver before you henshin. And last but not least, it also comes with two DX Lockseeds, orange for Gaim and banana for Baron. So it comes with a whole lot of stuff. And just to stick with what actually comes in the box here. Now, there's an on switch in the back, right here. Oh. Lets you know that it's on and it's in place. From this point, you'll want to pick your faceplate of choice. I'll start with Gaim, as he is the main rider. And this just slides right on like this. From there, if you've seen the show, it acts exactly the way you think. Now, the DX Lockseeds, unlike some of the Gashapon or candy toys, they have an on-off switch on the bottom so as to not go through their battery. So I turn on the the orange Lockseed. As you can see, the LED on this is really bright. It shows up spectacularly well. And to use it in the belt, again, it's just like you would on the show. First, open the lock. It'll announce itself and tell you what kind of Lockseed it is. From there, you just insert it on the Sengoku Driver. It's got a slot right here. Now the sound will let you know that you've inserted it, and from there it just waits for you to press this in. Now the lock-on noise and the music effects, those are what's being played by the Sengoku Driver itself. Everything else is really just the Lockseed. So now we'll henshin. And then from here, once we've got it open, we can do the single, double, or triple slash with the sword to activate our different attacks. One slash. We have squash. Two slashes. Don't know why, but Ore is my favorite. And then three slashes. And for the most part, that's pretty much all the sound effects that you get through the driver with the orange Lockseed. Which in and of itself is kind of cool, but a little bit limited. So, now we want to close it up. We unlock it. And then we can take it off. Now, I can use banana with this faceplate, but it's just going to play the same song, and that's pretty much the only big difference. So, just so you can see the other faceplate, now there's just a button on the bottom here. Hold that, pull the faceplate right off. Extremely easy. I'm going to put the Baron. I like that. And again, now got the Banana DX Lockseed. I'm going to turn it on with the switch. And we just open it. And just like with the orange, and we'll lock. This time we get Baron's very regal music here. The Knight of Spear. From here, again, just like with the orange, 1 slash is squash. 2 slashes is my favorite, the Ore. And then 3 slashes will be sparking. Now it's nice to note that each attack has its own sound effect. They're not like reused from that point on. So, again. Oh, I forgot to close this one up. Now, this comes with the 2 DX Lockseeds. While I'm here, I'm going to show you some of the other variations that I have. I have 2 Sound SG Lockseeds. We have Bordeaux or grape and mango. I'll use mango because mango is my favorite. Yeah, remember, these are not DX. They do not have the LEDs. The way these function, whereas the DX Lockseeds have some kind of 3 small buttons on the back, and the way they interact with the driver presses those buttons to activate it, whereas these only have 1 button. So it just kind of works more on as a series of sound effects. So unlike with the other ones, when I open this, there is no sound effect. If I want the sound effect, I have to hit the button myself. So, hit the button. Now I put it in the driver, there's no sound of it locking on like with the other ones. But if I open it, like so, oh, I have to lock it on first. This is supposed to make sense. I'm using mango with Baron. Now, unlike the DX Lockseeds, there's no spring here, so this just kind of flops down. You can force it into a fixed position, but it's never really going to hit that on its own. And I can do now, unlike with the other ones, where I could kind of keep going back and forth, do single, double, triple attacks as much as I want, I'm going to do Ore with 2 slashes. now from here, the next slash I do is just going to play some gibberish that I don't know. And then from there it resets. It's going to go back, it's finished its loop and it's going to go back to the start. So if I do this again, it's just going to act as if I opened it. And then... So they just go in a loop. And Budo is the same way. Let's see. Close that guy up. So those are the Sound SG Lockseeds. They actually come in a nice little box, unlike the DX ones, which just kind of come in a blister pack. Another variety which I got recently was I got myself a durian Lockseed. Now it's very similar to the mango and the grape and how they work, in that it's kind of a series of sound effects that are activated back here. But this one just acts slightly differently, which I think is kind of nifty. So I'll open it. Again, I have to make the sound effect myself, hitting the button. Now this is also way louder than either of those, and possibly louder than the DX ones. The durian is super loud, which I like. So I lock it in there. Again, it's not gonna... Probably the coolest of the call-outs from the Lockseeds. And again, from here I can do a single, double, or triple to get the attack, but then it's going to reset. So I'm going to do Ore, my favorite. Now, unlike the other ones, which seem to play like a sound effect or some kind of call sign, if I do this one more time, it just kind of, it says the name of the rider, which I actually kind of like. It's kind of cool. And then tells you what kind of, what arms it is. It just acts slightly different than the other ones, and I like it quite a bit. Especially as I don't think I'll be able to get a DX one of these, as it only comes in a very special set with a Guridon, or Donguri. And I don't think I'm probably going to get that, because I think they're very expensive. And just because I'm here, the last thing I'm going to show off is my only other DX Lockseed, which is the Kachidochi Lockseed, which is kind of his first, Gaim's first really super powerful form. And for that reason, I'm just going to switch back to my Gaim faceplate here. Oh, it doesn't say come on. So I take my Kachidochi Lockseed, which is all shiny and nice. It's actually a little smaller than I imagined it was, or maybe it just looks really big on the show. So open this one. Oh, I have to turn it on. Everything about this Lockseed is indulgent, and all the sound effects are super long. Even this one, even just the opening. It's just got a lot of little pomp and circumstance for it, which is just kind of fun. So we'll lock it in. Again, it's a DX Lockseed, so it has lots of lights and extra effects and interacts perfectly with the Sengoku Driver. And a little henshin, of course. And to keep with tradition, I will do my favorite one. You guessed it. So that is all the functions. That is a bunch of different kinds of Lockseeds. Now, as I do not have the secondary driver, the Genesis driver, I don't have a Genesis core, so I can't use any of the energy Lockseeds, like the Melon Energy, Lemon Energy, Cherry Energy, or Peach Energy. For all of those, you need the Genesis core from that belt, which can hook on to here, so you can activate the two Lockseeds at the same time. As a whole, I think this is a really complete and excellent belt. It does everything that it does in the show, which is freaking awesome. I mean, it's hard to really say as far as the size of the belt, but its looks and seems spot on for the show, almost to a prop level. It's really, really nice. And especially when you have the DX Lockseeds, like the orange and the banana, they just light up really nice and act just like they do on the show, which for me is the most important thing. If it doesn't act like it does on the show, then what is the frickin' point? And it's why I love all these Japanese toys, is because their attention to detail. And there's just sound effects for everything. There's a sound, you know, with the Lockseeds, there's a sound for opening them, you know. There's a sound for putting it. There's a sound for putting it in here. There's a sound for taking it out. But I just think it's a really cool toy. If you're a fan of Gaim, I think it's a must. I highly recommend this toy. It's super nifty. I love having it on my shelf, and I love fiddling with Lockseeds and, you know, messing with everything else. It's just really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's nifty as hell. It's just really cool. The speaker for the toy is right up here, right on top of the sword. So all of the sounds, at least from the driver itself, are aimed right up at you, not forward, not muffled in the back of the belt, right up at your face. So that's just kind of a nice feature of making you kind of the center of the action, since if you were wearing the belt, you're not necessarily going to see all of the lights, at least as well as you would if you were looking at it up front. But at least the sounds are directed right at you. So that's it. I hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune back in here for more reviews. This is Sentai Mike, and this is a Sengoku Driver. Good night.
Henshin.